Erik Horne here with Maddie Lee after the Thunder's 109-104 win over the Charlotte Hornets. Maddie, Thunder made this one a lot more difficult than they probably should have, but the win pushes them to a tie for now for first place in the Western Conference. How in the world did the Thunder get here?
That's a good question.
They're playing well.
They really are. A huge, 4-game losing streak to start the season, and then they turn it around despite injuries to Westbrook and every other guard,
yeah.
and are able to weather that storm through tonight. You had Dennis Schroeder in the starting lineup tonight alongside Westbrook, which we haven't seen before due to injuries, and their depth has been tested and it's been proven. Although, as Billy Donovan said in Golden State the other night, now they're running out of it, but
yeah.
So far it's served them well.
You know, it really helps to have better talent than other people, too. That's kind of a good thing to have. And the Thunder's a better team than Charlotte. They have more talent. They have more bodies that they can throw at Kemba Walker. In two consecutive matchups against them, they made Kemba Walker's life really difficult, throwing different guys at him. And, even though the Thunder loses two really athletic young wings in Terrence Ferguson and Hamza Diallo to ankle injuries, and they don't have Alex Abrinas basically because he commits 4 fouls in 7 minutes. He doesn't play particularly well coming back from the illness he had. He still looked ill to me.
And got hit in the
got hit in the balls. Just say it. It's fine. He gets hit in the groin area. They still have Russell Westbrook. They still have Dennis Schroeder. They still have Steven Adams on the backside of that defense. They still have Paul George with his length and his athleticism. They still have Jeremy Grant catching lob dunks from, the stratosphere from Russell Westbrook. This is a team that even on the nights where they don't play particularly well for 4 quarters, they can still compensate for it with their talent and with focusing on defense, and that's what they did tonight.
And tonight, to fill in for some of those guys who were out, you had Deonte Burton coming in, having 2 monster dunks. He's, not 100% polished, but...
Who is at this point? Who is 100% polished on the Thunder?
Two-way player comes in, gets the job done, adds a nice little extra spark so that they're not missing those absent players as much as if he hadn't come out and had a good game.
No, yeah, he has a career-high 11 points. I think in the last game of the preseason, he had a really good showing, but this is his career high for the regular season. You get 30 points from Russell Westbrook. In between some iffy shots from him down the stretch, you get some big defensive rebounds. He makes 4 free throws in the last 20 seconds, made 9 of 11 free throws overall. So a balance of some of the iffy shot selection, some of the clutch play from Russell Westbrook tonight. Paul George and Dennis Schroeder actually end up with more shot attempts than Westbrook tonight. Schroeder was fantastic again. He went 4 of 8 from three-point line, 23 points. Schroeder's become the Thunder's best catch-and-shoot three-point specialist.
Which, who saw that coming?
Yeah, last year, Schroeder really struggled in terms of his three-point shooting, but in the previous 2 seasons, he was actually pretty solid shooting the 3 on catch-and-shoots. Coming into tonight's game, he's around 43% on his catch-and-shoot opportunities. I think the Thunder is getting him some good looks. Paul George, Russell Westbrook also doing a great job of that. Schroeder in the starting lineup looked really good tonight. They had those stretches where Schroeder started with the second unit in the second and fourth quarters. That's when the Thunder kind of let the game go a little bit. Billy Donovan had some issues getting Russell Westbrook back into the game in terms of the substitution patterns. That was the spots where you really saw the depth kind of hurt the Thunder in that regard, because those are stretches where Hamza Diallo is a really impactful player. Alex Abrinas is impactful in that second unit. Guys like Raymond Felton and Patrick Patterson continue to struggle.
Yeah, but like you said, you have those 3 playmakers in George, Schroeder, and Westbrook starting off the game, and that's harder to manage when you don't have that depth and you're having to do a couple weird rotational things in order to get Schroeder in to replace Westbrook and all of that. But once they do get back to health, that's going to be a really dangerous trio.
Yeah, absolutely. They're really improving their numbers together with the stretches that they've played in the past 2 or 3 games where they've had those injury issues. They've had Alex Abrinas out. And tonight, those guys are able to kind of pull the Thunder's second unit out of some bad places. Second unit wasn't great tonight. but that's why the Thunder made the trade for Dennis Schroeder. He improves their depth across the board. And in a pinch, you can start him playing heavy minutes with Westbrook, Paul George, Steven Adams, Jeremy Grant.